On behalf of Anjaneya team from Edmonton, I wanted to just thank Hindu Buddhist Foundation of Canada for this wonderful opportunity for not just youth, but parents as well, the whole community. I hope everyone can learn something today. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. All right, I'll just start. I have a question to start. The question is, how do we get long-lasting happiness? It's kind of a deep question for this early in the program, but I want everyone to just think about this question, you know, as we go on, as we move forward, just in the back of your mind, and figure out if you can get the answer to this question by the end of this program. Okay, so I wanted to start off with my personal experience with meditation and yoga. Okay, so I haven't been doing meditation all that long, but it's been 3 years. Before that 3 years time, I really looked into this question of how do I get long-lasting happiness? Because we see it in a lot of media forms that money, power, like all these other things, like fame, they don't buy happiness. Like celebrities, artists, in all sorts of media, we see that it doesn't like provide happiness. This is in our music, our films, our movies, everything. So I asked the question, how do we get long-lasting happiness? I never really found the answer that I was looking for, but I found the answer that I needed. And I think this really came from meditation. So I learned meditation 3 years ago in a practice called Mahayogi Siddhabhava, or Mahayoga. That was derived from Hinduism. And after that, I also learned a Buddhist meditation method called Anapana, derived from Vipassana. I think the Mahayoga meditation really stuck with me because even though I didn't know all that much about meditation or anything, and I didn't even see the importance at the time, I really just thought about this one point that the speaker made, the presentator made during that whole video. I mean, during that whole session, which was, he said that happiness comes from within. Like you have to search for happiness from within yourself. And I thought that was really important. I never really considered this to be a fact, but after thinking about it, after my session with the meditation, and I really got to sit with that question, really got to sit with that point. I really thought about it and I took it into consideration. So that's when I started doing meditation more frequently. And that's when I started seeing the results. I started seeing that I was more happy. I started seeing the people around me were more happy. And I did not think this was fake. So that's why I started and continued meditation. I also did the Anapana, as I mentioned before, which is a Buddhist derived meditation method. And when I first started, I thought that it would like collide with what I've been doing right now, which was the Hinduism method. I don't think it did though. Like seeing how they operated and seeing how their techniques were used, I think the goal and the overall message of both of these cultures are almost identical. They have so many similarities, such as aspects of science. They talk about breathing. They talk about rejuvenating cells. They talk about the psychology and the brain, and they talk about so many other things such as rituals, yoga, peace, love, nonviolence, self-service. These are all wonderful things that they all share a common goal of. So then I asked the question, like, can I do both? Can I still practice both of these the techniques, seeing like they both have equal amounts of valuable results? And you can do both, you can. But I started to see that doing one only and focusing on one only really gave me that extra push that I needed. So I only continued on with Maha Yoga, but I still remember Anapana. This being said, I think an important message that you can take from this is these two methods, these two cultures can coexist and can collaborate. And that being said, I want everyone else to listen to the following presentations with an open mind. And thank you for this opportunity.